Hey, sports bettors, happy Tuesday, April 2nd. My name is Boyd. I teach beginner and struggling sports bettors how to use data analytics and certain systems to profit over and over again mathematically using the tools at OddsJam. OddsJam is a data-driven betting tool that helps find outlier pricing in the markets. And so when you put all this together with the positive expected value pages and the low hold pages and the odds screens and all the data you can extract from that, you can find good value and profit repeatedly. So we're going to go through some picks, some selections, and sort of help you with some of the education and knowledge piece of this so you can do it on your own. All right, so again, this video is in the morning, and what we try to do is come up with some picks and selections for you to use and to kind of follow and track, as well as get some educational, structure to learn how to hunt, how to use these tools, and how to hunt for yourself to find these mathematically profitable bets that you can use over and over again in all the different markets. And so, again, the education is the one part. Happy to have you at the website at boyddavis.com to get your consulting, your education, all that information to help you expedite your journey. But also, you're going to need the tools. You really have to have, the tools to help you identify these things and using them in your daily heuristics. So if you don't have OddsJam, make sure you get signed up. We have Boyd20, BOYD 20. It's going to save you 20% off your first 2 months of whatever subscription you go with. So, get that started, get yourself put in a position so you can succeed and actually get the roadmap of how this actually works profitably over and over again. Okay, guys, here we go. First stop of the day is always positive expected value page. The positive expected value page is going to give you the positive EV percentage pregame. You have some live or in-play bets that I love to do and been doing a lot more of that. Hit some last night, had a great time. And so you're looking for the highest percentage, and you're also looking for some market width that's nice and low. So the 17 is a really good low number relative to, your settings of how you can put these in, your filters, and set this all up according to how you like to do them. So in this first period team total, now it's showing Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, is highlighted here at plus 115. You also have Anaheim over at the half at minus 118. So what I'd like to do is make sure I check direction in the market here. So if Pinnacle's actually going this way, 139 down, they're going away from this. This seems to me like this is the better option. Now, you're not going to get Pinnacle in the United States. What you can do is take the next best thing where you have an offshore book like Bovada, which you can hit, where you certainly can go play this at the minus 108 or even minus 105, plus 100 at bet 365 seems to be the play here. But I'm going to leave that one alone, but I'm just going to kind of go through and show you how you can use this tool on your own to filter. It really is a ton of bets here. So for me to give you 2 or 3 or 4 is kind of an injustice, because you can see there is a boatload to choose from. And so what you'll do is you'll find that you really focus in on certain books against each other. You have an odds making book, a line making book like Pinnacle, like Circa, and you're pitting them against a very public book like a FanDuel or like a Bet365 or Rivers, et cetera, DraftKings, et cetera. And you'll identify basically your positive EV along with the market width. And I like to stay in this scenario with odds, the minus 110, plus 100, plus 120, minus 120. I don't like to get up above 150. So this is a bet that I would probably just pass on, just because, I don't even like that this bet market thing is kind of silly to me, odd or even, kind of a silly thing. So you really can set this up according to how you want to. And so, for example, if I feel like I've got a total goals here in this Blackhawks Islanders game, it really fits this nicely with the market width. The percent edge is a little low, but that's okay, because we'll check this out. So this is what you do. You go through this over and over again, and you can see if they're under 6.5 at minus 149, kind of checking the direction, really not much there. So maybe I would pass on that one. Maybe it's not enough edge still yet. I might check this a little bit later in the day and come back to it. So this positive EV page has a ton of information, and one of the keys I'll show you is whether you're doing live betting or pregame betting. If you hit this play button, it will actually just continuously bring new data into you. So sometimes you have to hit pause, because it's like drinking through the fire hose. It's just a ton of information. You can see there, it just changed. All the green is updated and new information. So you can be selective, especially when there's a lot going on. That's what I highly recommend, is kind of get your system set up, get your parameters set up. I used sort of a rule-based selection process, meaning if it doesn't fit certain rules, I'm really not interested in playing the bet. That's one of the best advantages you have, is you don't have to place a bet at the market at the sportsbook. But again, using this tool, you can see here the total points this Rockets T-Wolves game looks kind of favorable. We'll open it up and see what, actually just open up the Ducks Flames game. You can see how you can use the prices in comparison to get the best odds, the best price to make the most money very easily. Also, one of the tools I'm going to show you is the low hold page. Now, the low hold page has a lot of value to it. Let me show you and explain why and how I hunt here at the low hold page. So basically the low hold means that if you have minus 130 on one side, you're going to have plus 130 on the other side. Now that small variance here is this percent over here on the left-hand side. So not a bad thing. It's just it's showing you that a true zero low hold is even on either side. So what's nice about this is you can use this tool to find good value as well, because when you open this up, you can see that Bet Online is at minus 130 on this Bettors over 4.5 strikeouts. Pinnacle's minus 150, Bet Online's minus 130. So clearly they're on that side of things, but they've had some regression from the minus 155 down to the 130. So that's not the direction I like to see that go in. I actually like to see it going the other direction, which I think we're going to see here is this cliff dive from plus 119 down to even money. So to me, the side here would be to go play the under 4.5 at MGM plus 125. There's a plus 130 at Bet 365. So one other thing you could do is cross correlate this with some other statistic sites to kind of check trends, directions, and maybe the recent 5 on Bettors. But under 4.5 strikeouts, that's kind of a low number for him. But they are playing the Astros, and again, I trust these guys versus the public books, and the market direction is giving me some indicators that that's the play and that's the route you would go. Again, you don't have to play it, but that's how I would read that chart on that particular bet here at the low hold page. And again, sticking with bets that are in the minus 120, minus 110, minus 130. I don't really want to get involved in the minus 210, minus 160, things like that. So you can really be selective, go through here and really find a lot of good selections, a lot of good picks. I don't like to pit the market making books against each other, so that would be one that I kind of will leave out. I do like to pit market making books versus these guys. So this is another one, first inning total runs. You can kind of go in here and see what you want to do with the markets and check out the direction of the pricing. You can see they're at minus 121. Let's see which direction they're headed. Yeah, they're moving on down from minus 105 down to minus 121. I like that momentum. I like that support. So I would go in here and find them at, first inning total runs under at MGM of the Angels-Marlins game. 2 good pitchers going anyway, so I think that's not a bad bet. All right, guys, here we are at the odds screen. You have the MLB. You have all the markets. Here's the mainline markets currently, but when you hit this drop down, you can see every market that's out there, and you can pull this up to get the information you might be looking for, player prop bet, whatever the case, strikeouts, stolen bases, et cetera, et cetera. So all the markets are here on the odds screen. You can set this to the date, and you can go back and do a little research in the background. You can do first half money line. You can do whatever you want. And I like to use this tool to break up baseball into components. And so I like to do some first half bets, totals, or money lines, just because it eliminates the bullpens and eliminates extra information I might have to incorporate. But I also like to use this because I can track the direction of the markets here and see that, 13 hours ago it was plus 106. Now it's going down to minus 101. So that's kind of giving me some insight on what OddsJam's doing with the market, which direction the price is going. You can identify which direction you think you need to, make a move, whether it's a stand pat and wait for the market to continue to go up on a dog price, or whether you need to jump in now because maybe this is going from 127 to 134 and you don't want to lose more value in price. So you might want to jump in and save yourself some value there. So using this to track direction for in any of these markets is a really good tool. Gives you the best odds here on the left hand side and the various sports books you can use here in your settings. So if you do the drop down here on the sports books, you can have up to 15 with the supposed quicker load times, but I can tell you that you're going to want to have different data points. You want to have as many as you can, but you also want to use the books that are in your area. So this is how you would, set that up to get the different books in your area for all the different markets. So if you just want to focus in on certain things, it's really easy to do. And I think that makes the most sense. It really makes the most sense to focus and break baseball up into components. And I can tell you that the live betting has been something I've really been taking advantage of. And OddsJam's done a great job of providing a tool that helps you take care of those markets when they're at a stoppage. And baseball's a good game to have a lot of stoppages, a lot of opportunity, unlike basketball, which is fast paced. The last thing I'm going to tell you is Colorado sports bettors. If you do not have Sport Trade, or Novig. There's your betting exchanges. They're outstanding to use for a sports day trader. Highly recommend you get yourself linked up. I've got that information down below for you. Once you do get signed up and linked up with both of these, let me know. I'm going to walk through the different advantages, and we can go through separate videos of using the betting exchanges and all the different benefits. Many, many benefits they have. So if you're in the Colorado markets, actually in New Jersey as well, sport trades in New Jersey, but it's a highly recommended tool to use. It's an exchange and not a sports book per se. The last detail here is you can see the color codings. The price changes here. I'll show you the red. So this was at minus 185. Now it's minus 190. So it's telling you that 11 seconds ago, this price at ESPN Bet was at minus 185. So it's going up. So they're clearly getting some money here on the Cubs. The best price right now is at betonline.ag. It's an offshore book I don't use. It's not a regulated book, but I use their data and their information because it's a very sharp book. So you can put whatever book in here you want to get different data points. But the concept, again, is to use the market-making sports books, see what they're doing, and go pick on the other ones that are not so wise. Okay, that's the easy, simple, basic explanation of how you do this rule-based investment strategy. All right, guys, there you go. There's hopefully some good educational pieces you can take with you and add to your daily heuristics and all system selections to make you a little bit of money. If you got some value out of this, make sure you join the channel and share with anybody you think might want to get a hold of this type of value to help get themselves educated in sports betting. As always, make sure you get your tools, get all the basic setups so you can structure this and function correctly. Again, the links are down below for all that you need. And I appreciate you stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's go make some mathematical money.